complete shutdown, and that is why the building is closed?
Well, we were advised by the attorneys to close the building. The building shouldn't be open. The risk is great.
We think they take this serious. I think it's a big game to them, and they don't understand that the more confusion and the more back and forth that we do, no one suffers but the people of the village.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because the drama surrounding Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard is reaching a fever pitch. It's a roller coaster of lawsuits, accusations, and a city teetering on the brink of collapse, all while the FBI keeps a watchful eye. Think you've seen political scandals? This one's a whole new level of crazy.
Well, she's one of the most recognizable faces that's been on the news lately. Talking about the mayor of Dolton, Tiffany Henyard.
And all of social media.
Yes.
The latest bombshell? Henyard's lawsuit against the village of Dolton and Thornton Township. It's not just another political spat. It's a full-blown war fueled by allegations of voter suppression and an incredibly shady caucus that left her off the ballot for her Thornton Township supervisor position. The whispers are that this wasn't just a simple procedural error, it was a calculated move by her opponents to silence her. Legally, though, Henyard's got a fighting chance. Legal experts are buzzing about the strength of her arguments, particularly the claims of voters being locked out of the caucus meeting in freezing temperatures. The images of Henyard's supporters shivering outside while the cause proceeded inside are potent visuals that could sway public opinion and perhaps even a judge.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not at the hearing here today. Neither was her attorney, and she was not made available for a comment.
But it's not just the legal battle that's captivating, it's the sheer fury of the Dolton residents. They're calling for Henyard's resignation, their voices echoing with frustration and anger. The streets are abuzz with rumors about her lavish spending habits, the millions of dollars in unaccounted for funds, and the seemingly endless stream of scandals that have plagued her administration. Online forums are ablaze with heated discussions, with many residents expressing their disbelief and disappointment in their elected official. Some even go so far as to suggest that the entire situation is a blatant misuse of taxpayer money and a slap in the face to the people who elected her. The once vibrant city is now shrouded in an atmosphere of distrust and uncertainty.
You didn't run out of this the right way. Illegal.
The conflict between Henyard and her constituents has escalated beyond just disagreements. It's a full-blown clash. The mayor's office has been closed, essential city services are grinding to a halt, and the whole town feels like it's on the verge of imploding. Some insiders whisper that these actions are nothing more than an act of revenge, a desperate attempt to maintain control amidst the mounting pressure. The whispers are that Henyard, feeling cornered, is lashing out, using the city as a pawn in her own personal power struggle. The disruption of services, from the cancellation of the annual holiday toy giveaway to the potential layoffs of over 100 township workers, has only fueled the public's ire. The residents are not only angry, they're terrified of what the future holds.
Jordan.
It's about democracy and it's about hypocrisy.
I really think it's very hypocritical.
And the latest development, a complete shutdown of city operations. The town is paralyzed, essential services are disrupted, and the residents are left scrambling to find solutions to problems that should be handled by their elected officials. The rumors are flying fast and furious. Is this a strategic move by Henyard to further destabilize her opponents? Is this a desperate attempt to garner sympathy and support? Or is it simply a consequence of her chaotic and dysfunctional administration? The fact that the township's insurance hasn't been renewed only adds fuel to the fire, raising questions about her competence and responsibility. The situation is so dire that even the most optimistic observers are starting to lose hope.
Lights are off behind me, the doors are locked here, and there's a sign on the building right now that says it's closed. For how long? Neither residents nor employees know at this point.
Looking ahead, the future of Dolton is uncertain. Henyard's legal battles could drag on for months, potentially costing the city millions of United States dollars in legal fees. The political fallout could be equally devastating, with the possibility of a complete overhaul of the city's leadership. And the damage to the community's trust and morale could take years to repair. Will Henyard be able to weather this storm? Will the residents find a way to restore order and stability to their town? The answers remain shrouded in uncertainty, leaving the future of Dolton hanging precariously in the balance. Now, let's dive into some of the comments from the YouTube video that really capture the public sentiment. One viewer wrote, "Got evicted, but who's paying her lawyers better not be the taxpayers that don't want her." This comment perfectly encapsulates the widespread concern that Henyard's legal battles are being funded by the very people she's allegedly wronged. It highlights the feeling of betrayal and injustice that many residents are experiencing. Another comment, "Could we please get an adult to go to this town and take control? This is insane," speaks volumes about the utter chaos and dysfunction that has engulfed Dolton. The desperation and frustration are palpable, reflecting a community yearning for leadership, stability, and a return to normalcy. These comments, and countless others like them, underscore the depth of the crisis and the urgent need for resolution.
Our job is to govern, to provide a way, provide services, and we're not doing that because they're stalling government, gridlocking it, because they can't have their way.
Beyond the online chatter, the situation on the ground in Dolton is equally unsettling. Local businesses are reporting a significant downturn in sales, citing the ongoing political turmoil as a major deterrent for customers. Some residents are even considering moving out of town, fearing that the instability will negatively impact their property values and overall quality of life. The once thriving community is slowly unraveling, with the fabric of social cohesion fraying under the strain of the ongoing conflict. This isn't just a political battle, it's a crisis that's affecting every aspect of life in Dolton. Adding to the complexity of the situation is the involvement of other political figures. State Senator Napoleon Harris, a key player in the caucus that ousted Henyard, is facing his own accusations of unethical behavior. Rumors are circulating about backroom deals and political maneuvering, suggesting that the entire situation is far more intricate than it initially appears. The investigation isn't just focused on Henyard, it's a wide-ranging probe into the inner workings of Dolton's political establishment, raising questions about the integrity of the entire system. The drama extends beyond just one person, it's a systemic issue.
Manner of fights in Thornton Township and in Dolton. Except in one case, Tiffany Henyard wants on a ballot, while in another, a Henyard ally was looking to keep her opponent off.
Meanwhile, Henyard's legal team is working tirelessly to prepare for the upcoming court battles. They're reportedly gathering evidence, interviewing witnesses, and preparing a robust defense strategy. The legal fees are mounting, adding another layer of financial strain to an already burdened city. The outcome of the lawsuits remains uncertain, but the stakes are incredibly high. A loss could not only cost Henyard her political career, but could also expose further wrongdoing and potentially lead to criminal charges. The legal battle is shaping up to be a long and arduous one, with significant implications for all involved. Adding to the intrigue, whispers are circulating about a potential whistleblower within Henyard's inner circle. This individual, whose identity remains undisclosed, is reportedly ready to come forward with damning evidence of corruption and misconduct. This development could significantly shift the dynamics of the situation, potentially leading to further investigations and revelations. The possibility of a whistleblower coming forward adds a layer of suspense to an already dramatic narrative, leaving everyone wondering what secrets are yet to be revealed. The truth, it seems, is still buried deep beneath the surface of this complex and unfolding story.
It's manipulation. Nobody likes being manipulated, and when you get here, you know that's exactly what's happening.
The situation in Dolton is far from resolved. The legal battles are ongoing, the residents are furious, and the city itself is teetering on the brink of collapse. The FBI investigation continues to cast a long shadow, adding another layer of complexity to an already chaotic situation. Will Henyard be able to salvage her reputation and her position? Will the residents ever regain their trust in their local government? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, this story is far from over. The drama continues, and we'll be here to cover every twist and turn.
We need some action, somebody that's actually going to do their job. How about that? Somebody that's come in, work for the people, not themselves, and have pictures all over the place.
The ongoing saga of Tiffany Henyard is a cautionary tale of unchecked power, political maneuvering, and the devastating consequences of prioritizing personal ambition over public service. It's a story that leaves us questioning the very foundations of local governance and the role of elected officials in serving their constituents. It's a story that raises important questions about accountability, transparency, and the need for ethical leadership in public office. It's a story that keeps us glued to our screens, waiting to see what happens next. The sheer audacity of Henyard's actions, the lavish spending, the questionable financial dealings, the blatant disregard for the concerns of her constituents is breathtaking. It's a masterclass in political hubris, a demonstration of how unchecked power can corrupt even the most promising leaders. And yet, amidst the chaos and controversy, there's a glimmer of hope. The residents of Dolton are not silent, they're fighting back. Their voices, amplified by social media and the mainstream media, are demanding accountability and change.
We were in Thornton Township today, and that main building was locked. No one was answering the main phone lines, and some services that are offered there are for electric and heating for low-income homes.
The story of Tiffany Henyard is more than just a local political scandal. It's a reflection of the larger issues facing our society. It's a story about the abuse of power, the erosion of trust in public institutions, and the importance of holding elected officials accountable for their actions. It's a story that resonates far beyond the borders of Dolton, Illinois, serving as a cautionary tale for communities across the country. It's a story that will continue to unfold, captivating audiences and sparking debate for years to come. So, what do you think will happen next? Will Henyard manage to claw her way back into power, or will the weight of the accusations finally bring her down? And what about the residents of Dolton? Will they ever find the stability and leadership they so desperately crave? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay tuned for more updates on this explosive saga.